The version of my dad that I knew was probably a different man than other people knew. I sat in church 100 times hearing his testimony. December 13th, 1995. It was a day that changed everything. Back then he was a cop. Not a dirty cop. He was a good cop. He got a call. Young man terrifying the neighborhood with a gun. So he went out to find out what it was. As he was investigating, he rounded a corner and came across the man, and the man turned to him and held the gun out. Without another thought, he lifted his own service pistol and shot several times. And he said he could remember it today just like it was then. He knew for certain he had seen a man holding that gun. But when he turned the body over, it was the face of a child. You know, it's a funny thing about guilt. You can tell a man 1,000 times that he's not guilty. The public can tell him he's not guilty. The news media can tell him he's not guilty. The court system can tell him he's not guilty. But if he can't accept that in his own heart, he will relive the moment that makes him feel guilty. Again and again and again. It will eat him up. Nothing will be able to take away that guilty feeling. Unfortunately, that's the man that I knew. A guilt-ridden, alcohol-fueled rageaholic. On a daily basis, he would storm in and abuse me and my mother. But like all good sons, I loved my father anyway. Wherever he'd go, I'd follow. But something else was following him also. The memory of that child he killed haunted him. It enraged him, and when he looked at me, he saw the boy that he had killed. And he punished me, everything, for being a dumb kid. But I lived with it until the day my mom found out she was pregnant with another child. I felt let down. Like, was she not being abused by the same man? And she fucked him anyway. So I turned away that day and left. I didn't look back. It was hard for a while. A prostitute named Misty helped me get one of those by-the-hour hotel rooms. She flirted with the night clerk a little bit, convinced him I was there to lose my virginity. You know, thinking back, I probably should have asked her to make me a man that night, but I was too scared out there on my own, too afraid. But she stayed there with me that night. The next day, I found a help wanted sign outside of a restaurant called Nicky's. I met the owner of the restaurant, Nicky, and he gave me a job.
Miss you when my skies were stormy, when my ship got tossed. You stuck with me through the storm. You kept me from being lost. I've got some things to work through. Oh, letters that I forgot to send. But I think I need you most of all, my best friend. I kinda lost myself in a moment, thinking of my missing component. When my skies were stormy, when my ship got tossed, you stuck with me through the storm. You kept me from being lost.
You know, when people ask, why do bad things happen to good people? They're talking about people like Nicky. Nicky had a aortic valve rupture, shooting a blood clot into his heart. It was like his own body shot a bullet into him. There was no saving him. If he had been at the hospital with a doctor present, he probably wouldn't have survived. While Nicky got busy dying, on the other end of the city, my father was getting his life back together. After he found out that his wife was pregnant with another child and his first son had run away, he decided to seek help. A local church offered a support group for people recovering from drug and alcohol addiction. The whole thing was run by the church's leader, Pastor Thompson. He taught a method he called the Disciples' Way. It's a good thing my father got his life together. Shortly after my birthday, my brother was born in June. I saw him at the hospital shortly after he was born, and you've never seen a child with striking blue eyes. Tommy was like an angel. After Nicky died, they closed down the restaurant, so I was back on the job hunt. I got a job at a restaurant called Hell's Den. It was back to basics, washing dishes, taking out trash. One night while taking the trash out, I witnessed two men putting the beat down on some low-level thug. As I watched them, I imagined that I was in the fight, that I was putting the beat down on that stupid motherfucker also. The men's names were Custer and Loki, but spelled like low-key. When they saw me watching them, Custer says he could see the fire inside of me, something that they could work with. And from that day on, I rode with Custer and Loki. And they taught me how to really make money in the city. Protection scams, moving large amounts of drugs, and my personal favorite, boosting cars.
I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love it too much, baby. I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love it too much, baby.
Lên đó. Dạ. Raja, la Raja. Prayer. Kamika! Ayana Chanya. It's in the etiquette. Latai. Es gibt Access Luft Refall. Lidiavski Court. She. There. Ich kann mit dem Darstellen. Ja. Hey, 需要的，想的。